How's it going, everybody? My name is Ryan Reyes, otherwise known as Sectør VII. Welcome to my channel, Sectør VII Music. So it's been a long time since I've done another video. Really, I've been working, I've been composing, I've been doing sound design, producing. I'm producing a new track with a new artist. So today I wanted to talk about something near and dear to my heart. Everybody knows, it's no secret that I love Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, or I love Final Fantasy VII in general. However, I do like other games. I love Resident Evil. I love Oddworld, Legend of Zelda, Psychonauts. I love a lot of them. One franchise that is definitely in my top 3 is American McGee's Alice. And I want to talk about how much it pisses me off, as well as breaks my heart, really, that they were supposed to come out with a 3rd installment. And EA just cut ties. And they said no, because they're making really shitty games right now, and it kind of sucks, because I really love this franchise. The first one actually means quite a bit to me, American McGee's Alice, that came out on PC years and years ago. I played that one, or I should say that I always wanted to play that one when it came out, but I never had a chance to until years later, and it was fantastic still. I love everything about that, the lore, the aesthetic, the characters, everything. And then when Alice Madness Returns came out, that game just blew my mind. It was beautiful. It was a storybook. It was dark and creepy and morbid. The way American McGee puts Alice is in just a whole new light, which is very artistic, which is very wonderful. It's kind of a shame that he was supposed to come out with this 3rd one, and EA just stopped him right in his tracks. You know, EA is not making great games right now. They are actually kind of sucking. There was one point in time where I can remember where multiplayer games were at the top of the level. But right now, it just seems like single-player games is kind of what everybody wants. Really beautiful single-player games. And think about that. What would an Alice game look like on PS5? How would it play? Those are some questions that I really do hope we get answered one of these days. There's still a glimmer of hope that it can get made. But from the research that I've done, they don't want anything to do with him. They don't want anything to do with the Alice franchise or him with it or anything like that. So it kind of breaks my heart. But before the project was canceled, before it was all said and done, and already everything was off the table, American McGee got his team together, and they created what they call the Alice Asylum Bible, the 3rd potential installment. I am so lucky that we have at least this. Let me read a little bit off of what it is. Alice Asylum is the potential 3rd installment of the American McGee franchise. It takes place immediately after Alice Madness Returns. The Alice Asylum Bible was created February 2023 and was created in the hopes of acquiring investors and to greenlight a new AAA Alice game. It's a page-by-page blueprint as to what Alice Asylum is. It contains weapons, stages, characters, and all sorts of different things. It goes deeper into the lore of the Alice franchise. Though subject to change, it is an ongoing work in progress and a proof of concept. So as of February 21st, 2023, AAA international game studio Virtuos, they're known for Call of Duty Warzone, Jedi Fallen Order, Marvel Midnight Suns, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider, have expressed a strong interest in assisting mysterious American McGee's dev studio with game development. I'll leave a link down below where you can find this free Bible. So throughout my research, I did kind of find answers as to why they're not going forth with the project. Well, number 1, they suck. Okay, number 2, current video game rights caught up in a stalemate over at EA. Number 3, key stakeholders are reluctant to help. Number 4, funding. They have ultimately decided to pass on the project based on an internal analysis of IP, market conditions, and details of the production proposal. I don't know specifics of what that entails. When it comes down to market conditions, I mean, I personally believe that right now is a great time to come out with single-player, story-based action games. However, they, for some reason, see that otherwise. Maybe they want to put more money into other crappy games. I don't know. Number 5, licensing. They replied that Alice is an important part of EA's overall game catalog, and selling the license isn't something they're prepared to do right now. So they just have it at a stalemate. They just have it there locked up whenever they want to bring it out. It could possibly never see the light of day. Number 6, American McGee is under contract and cannot do anything with Alice or Alice-like forever. Electronic Arts made it clear for American to not continue to develop the concept because they consider it stealing the IP. And number 7, American wants AI and fans to continue the development of Alice from the Alice Asylum design Bible. Basically, he wants a lot of fans to do it themselves. What better way to do that with AI? So he really feels that it's in our hands now. And I kind of feel the same way. It's up to us to continue this franchise. And the more we talk about it and the more we bring it up, I think that EA will at least say, okay, maybe there is a crowd out there. Maybe there is somebody out there that does want this game. And the more that we kind of stick this out and the more that we express that we want this game back and we want this franchise back, then we can't give up hope. We can't give up hope. All right, guys, let's get into it. Section 1, Part 1. What is the game? The game is a single-player experience, 3D world exploration, third-person perspective, linear progression, with optional side quests and secrets, narrative-driven game. It's going to have a potential release on Xbox One, PlayStation 4. This is surprising. Nintendo Switch, PC, Xbox Series X, and PlayStation 5. That would have been so cool to play Alice on Switch, PlayStation 5, Series X. It would have just been really cool to play on these newer platforms. I'm still waiting on an Alice re-release on all of these platforms as it stands, with Alice 1 and Alice 2. Number 2. What is the story? Inspired by exploring the stages of grief. How rad is that? The game's protagonist is 13-year-old Alice Little, sole survivor of a fire which consumed the Little family's home. Ward of the state and prison within READ-THRØUGH Asylum, Alice escapes to the fantasy realm of Wønderland, where her psychological trauma is transformed into a life-or-death quest filled with surreal and terrifying twists. Asylum's narrative is built around the stages of post-traumatic stress disorder, and will find Alice exploring representations of phases such as depression, denial, anger, bargaining, and acceptance. So that in itself, I think, is brave to talk about such things, such topics. We don't talk about that kind of stuff, and I think that it needs more discussion. One of the best ways to have discussion is in modern entertainment and media, so that we can start discussing about it, so we can start talking about it and relating to our own experiences with all of these symptoms, with all of these stages of grief. We've all have gone through it, and we're still going to go through it. A lot of us, we play games to escape the harsh reality of our lives. Others, we love to just be entertained. Let's keep moving on. Journeying through 12 distinct realms, each ruled by powerful Wonderland characters such as the Queen of Hearts, Alice must confront and defeat what threatens to destroy her. Her arsenal includes toys such as weapons, the Vorpal Blade, and a collection of magic dresses. During her adventures, she receives strategic advice and sardonic guidance from the Cheshire Cat, and is accompanied by her mute, stoic white rabbit plush toy. I think that would have been really, really cool. It's kind of a new take on the dresses from what that's saying, as well as you actually have a companion, so that's actually pretty rad. Okay, number 3, moving on. What is the game loop? Loop theme horror. You have horror, exploration, puzzles, spatial challenges, combat, and then narrative. You have very common video game design. You have all these different pillars right over here that will make up the actual game itself. There is a difficulty curve, easy mechanics to pick up and play from the beginner. There's casual, and then there's probably going to be a harder difficulty like an expert. Yep, expert level right over here. Game loop notes, generous checkpoints, and non-threatening progression. Curated linear level design combined with exploration and discovery. Loosely connected central hub adds replayability. So it does have some different things going on over here. Number 4, how long is the game session length? So let's see, session sitting length 1 to 3 hours, total game length 15 to 20 hours. I think your average 3D adventure like that was about 15 to 20 hours. I could get through Alice Madness Returns in about that time. I like to take my time with it though, so it usually takes me somewhere around 20 to 22 hours, somewhere around there. 12 chapters, that's pretty good, you know, that's pretty common, pretty solid, including gameplay and cutscenes. I would have liked to see a lot of cutscenes in Madness Returns. There was a lot more gameplay, sure, but that would have been cool to have just a little bit more cutscenes in that. Number 5, what is the tech and engine decision? Unreal. So that's pretty much what everybody's going to, you know, so. Number 6, what is the gameplay split? All right, so over here we have curiosity and discovery, 30% exploration, 20% combat, 20% narrative, 20% spatial challenges, and 10% puzzles. That would have been really cool. That's a pretty good split. I think that's pretty fair to say for an Alice game. Okay, number 7, what are the puzzle outlines? We have kinetic puzzles, sensory puzzles, and then we have mind-bending puzzles. So each one of these puzzles is something that Alice has gone through time and time again in her previous games. I would have loved to see her do some more of those really fun puzzles. I think the puzzles in both Alice's games are actually really fun. They are pretty mind-bending, they are pretty sensory, so I would have loved to see that. Number 8, what is the initial art direction? Director's notes. We believe the tech decision and in-game experimentation will decide the right balance of art style and final art direction in-game. Notes on the art direction and expectations are below, as well as vision statement overleaf. All right, so we have this Venn diagram right over here, slightly stylized or warped geometry. Ooh. Actually, let's start with this one. Ideal target for Alice Asylum art direction. That is really cool. Let's move on. Nightmare horror. Really cool. I mean, you can't have an Alice game without nightmare horror. Intricate and considered details, symbolism. Trippy surrealism. I really like the way they said that. And dreamlike beauty. Oh, I really like the way they put that. So basically, we have it all right here. Slightly stylized warped geometry. Oh, I love every time they show that in Alice Madness Returns or even in American McGee's Alice, the first one. Fantastic level design. Dreamlike beauty. So again, that was very, very whimsical, very wonderment. I love everything that they put into their level design when it comes to their dreamscapes and dreamlike beauty. Nightmarish horror, of course. Trippy surrealism, you can't have that without some giant mushrooms. Intricate and considered details, the symbolism. So that's actually really cool. I really love the kind of behind the scenes, behind the wall, behind the matrix sort of intricate details that they always put in. Art direction, vision statement. Alice's art direction is intended to be timeless. I mean, there's nothing more that you can say about that. The book was written many years ago, and it has inspired so many different mediums of art and fashion and video games and movies, everything. It has sparked so much of modern creativity. So I think, yeah, no matter what you do within the Alice realm is going to be timeless. Number 10, is there a planned weather changing system or related to the game's story? It depends. We anticipate any possible weather would be gated on the player's progression of each level. See the notes diagram below. So start of the level or the area, it would be during the day. Player progresses through the level, and then it would actually go through the weather. Nighttime would be really cool to see, and then the ending of the level or the area. Oh, that would have been so sick. I love games that integrate a level of weather. You know, I wish they would have put that more of a weather system in Final Fantasy Rebirth. That's about one of the only things that I am pretty picky about. You know, if we can just add some sort of weather, some sort of night and day, something. But that's cool that they were going to do something like this. That is definitely really cool. Is there DLC planned? So number 11. Any DLC planned? Do we consider an official mod system? Yes, DLC is possible and encouraged. Yes, community modification systems, life extension of the game is welcome and encouraged. That is really cool. So they were going to have some DLC. Definitely you can't have an Alice game without dress DLC. I would have bought every single one of them. Didn't matter how much it was. I would have loved to see that. All right, section 2. Mechanics and game design fundamentals. Player avatar. There she is with her vorpal blade. Heroine over 20 years in the making. And then Alice Little, proportion and aesthetic. Oh, look at these bunny slippers. Establishing the character design traits. You can go from, you know, when she was an orphan or in the asylum, all the way to this bunny suit right over here. Alice Little facial structure, so you can see that they were going to give her a lot of facial structure, animations. Right over here on this page, you can see different moods of Alice, from calm, happy, laughing, playful, sad, scared, anger, or rage. Enemies beware, because she's coming for you. There we go. Okay, so the basic run cycle, movement, small jumps. And then it looks like over here we have some wall climbing, peeking around, rope swing. So it looks like she's going to do a lot more now in animation, and her character, more of her character coming to life than she ever has been. And then it continues. Boredom state, idle. She has an idle state where she's just bored, of course. You know, that's such an Alice mood. Petting the Cheshire Cat, that would have been so cool for the Cheshire Cat to pop in and pop out. Butterfly catching, idle state, that would have been rad. Light damage, with a little blood splatter right over here. Heavy damage, even more. Critical damage, that's where she's almost close to death. All right, let's go on. Death and fast respawn states. Design notes and intent. So number 1, the moment of death. Depending on Alice's cause of death, her death animation is hinted in a very brief transition. Looks like a spear's going through her, and then from there, and then flutterbys everywhere. What is this? This is new. Red, fleshy tentacles appear from the point of Alice's death. Yo, that is cool. And then the tentacles align and they get very condensed in a swarm, and then she respawns back to her nearest checkpoint. And I could just hear the sound. I can just hear the animation reanimating her. This is cool. I love it when they do this. From Duke Nukem to Doom to Alice, I love it when you get to pick your difficulty. Easy, fantastic. Has a little butterfly right here. Normal, she just looks like a regular person. Hard mode, she's definitely had a hard day of work. Nightmare, this is when customers really piss her off. And then down below, the ultra nightmare difficulty. All right, let's keep moving on. Ethos and game design approach numero uno. Soft gated areas. The player can navigate the area freely, getting from point A to point B and progressing in a linear fashion using any manner of skills and abilities available to them. Hard gate areas. The player must achieve a certain goal, such as solve a puzzle, defeat a boss, Let's see. So, choice 1, fight through. Choice 2, stealth and evasion, and then puzzle solving for choice number 3. Then on this side, we have ethos and game design approach number 2. So hard gated areas is probably exactly what it is. The hard gate area, outcome success, hard gate outcome B, failure. So you get another chance, or you just progress through the game. All right, let's keep going on. This is her HUD. That's actually really cool. This is a very, very cool HUD. Right over here, we have her life. We have probably her MP or her power. Or maybe this is her life. Maybe this is what's B. Let's see. B. Health remaining. There you go. So that's just how much health she has remaining. Right over here on D, Rose 1-hit shield. Oh, that's cool. That's definitely cool. All of this right over here. And then, of course, when you actually go through the Bible, there are going to be different links that you can press on. So again, I very much encourage you to download this. Go check out the links here. I'm not going to go through in depth, but at the same time, I encourage you to do it yourself. Moving on, closer to death. Oh, that is such a sick animation right there, or drawing. When she's done with her health, she just looks dead. Right over here, the weapon wheel. I think that it really makes the 3D action game that much better when you add something like this. All right, number 3, the user interface, the modern HUD concept. So it's kind of a little bit more or less the same. Playing with retro HUD or play with modern HUD. Play your way. Core combat loop, foundation, and flow. Key combat phrase outline. Here's your vorpal blade. The core combat phase, replenish, ranged attack, evade and defend, exploit weakness, observing strategy. Let's keep going. So replenish, this would be your health. Ranged attack weapons can be used to eliminate enemies from a safe distance. Evade and defend. When an attack is initiated by an enemy, the player has range of options to survive. Exploit weakness. Hit an enemy weak spots, stun and stagger, guard and crush. And then observing strategy. Identify enemy attack patterns and openings. Core combat loop potential examples. Encounter A, counter B, counter C. Definitely go through these right over here, A, B, and C. This is what would have helped you get through enemies as well as when they interact with you. Enemy behaviors and patterns, so you have a lot of design notes over here. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4, Tier 5, and Tier 6. So you have threat deadly, threat extreme, threat very high, threat moderate, and threat low. Over here, enemy attacks, melee, corrupt, swarm, ranged, and infect. And then over here we have Guard Crush, Summoner, Stealth, Telltale, Immune, Shadow Step, Bite, Giant, Flying, Tactical, Hunter, Repair, Fire, Mirror, Swift, and Hazard. They really went into depth with this one. Special State Abilities, Necklace, Select. Oh, that's cool. That is really cool. Chaos Necklace. Chaos and Inferno Necklace. Special modes. Alice Madness Returns is one of the most iconic abilities was the Hysteria mode. All right, let's move on. Alice passive abilities. Dress Rune System. Alchemy. Select. So you can select different alchemy symbols. And what they would probably do is they would give her different abilities, passive abilities. And then they're going to be on her dress. That would have been really cool. So if you were to pick this, it would be on her dress. If you were to pick this, it would be on her dress. I don't know these symbols specifically, but that would have been really cool to see. Alchemy, dress, rune system. Yep, more of the same right over here. Okay, let's see. Finding secret areas and unlocking dress runes. I'm guessing the secret areas would give you those runes. You can then equip them as a passive. Or maybe you just keep collecting them as a passive new ability. Opening secret area gates. So it looks like in order to acquire these special runes, you would go through these special gates and you would go through these special areas to acquire them. I don't know. I haven't read into the specifics if they would stack or if you can equip one at a time, one passive ability at a time, but that would have been really cool either way. Alchemy, dress rune ability concepts number 1. So what do we have here? Enemy to defeat. Okay, Sulfur, Burning Fury melee attack, AoE knockdown explosion concept. That is really awesome to see. Aqua Fortis, Weeping Blade melee attacks, so that would be number 2, and you get to unlock number 2. Enemy to defeat, the Crone, so that would be the Crone right here. Aqua Fortis, Weeping Blade, / Poison Tears concept. Here's some more abilities. Definitely check all of these out. This is Lithium, this is Jupiter, this is Iron, this is Saturn. Let's see, Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius, so let's read this. Archer, enhanced ADS. That is cool. Look at this enemy to defeat, the Watcher. That is so sick. Sagittarius, enhance aim down sights ability. Taurus, and Sun and Cancer. Oh, she looks really pissed off right there. Rune Dress Concepts number 6. Moon, Luna, Darkness Reigns. And then we have Gemini, Duality, Double Damage. That's cool. That's really cool. Pick up items and resources. Croquet, cards, tea, peppercorns, frost, icicles, astral charts. Limited time use and special item concepts. Infernal Skulls, quad damage for Rage Box. Mercury Jack Storm, Dead Time Watch, Slow Time. That's cool. Rage mode, quad damage enabled. Section 3, the complete narrative and gameplay experience. Are you kidding me? Look at this art. Look at how incredible this art is. The colors just pop. The complete narrative and gameplay experience. Definitely go through this, read this for sure. Let's keep going. The Slumber. Resistance. Slumber encounter number 1. So Alice opens her eyes. She's all alone. We play as frightened 13-year-old Alice running through the moonlight of the moonlit, snow-covered English garden. This is the Slumber, a manifestation of Alice's childhood memories. This is probably when you go back. It serves as the first tutorial for basic movements: walking, running, climbing, and jumping. So Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata number 14, that would have been playing while you were just walking through the tutorial. How cool is that? This would have been such an incredible stage to start off with. Moving on. So when I first opened this Bible up, this was such a cool thing to see. This is probably the first image that really broke my heart, because I was like, we don't get to see this. We don't get to play in this. So I will be coming out with inspired music by this game. I just have to. It's just one of those natural things that I want to do, that I need to do. And this is definitely going to be part of it. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. Wow, look at this art, guys. Isn't that so cool? I kind of want a cake like that for my next birthday in December, because I'm a Sagittarius. I'm going to get a cake like this. Here's Alice. Mysterious voice echoes until you have learned. Whoa. They still had mystery to this. All right, let's keep going. Cutscene plays. Alice screams. Everything stops. Dun, 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 dun. Definitely read more through the exchange between Caterpillar, her, and the shadow creature. Let's see, Vorpal Blade acquired. So this is basically where she would acquire her first and most iconic weapon. That is so cool. Let's keep going. Vorpal Blade, basic combat training. And then you would end the chapter with this image. Yes. Chapter summary, the Slumber, Alice's appearance, moth dress. Would you get this throughout the game? That would be sick. Weapons collected, 1 out of 12. Alchemy rooms collected. Yes! I would have wanted to collect every single one of these. Slumber Realm, expanded world lore, Vorpal Blade, the weapon lore. They gave weapon lore to this game, guys. They did so much with it. And then this image right over here is just fantastic. The Greatest Show. Okay, so we're about to get into something that really, really broke my heart. We have the White Rabbit plushie right over here. Definitely a design that is from American McGee. He has a business that he sells these beautiful plushie rabbits. I really encourage you. I'll even link his website down below that you can go check out his family business. And it is incredible. They're really, really cool. But they look like this. Oh, Mock Turtle singing, Alice singing. That's really cool. That's really fun. So then this would have been really cool to see. There's the moon again, that beautiful moon. And then we have a lot of circus theme things going on, some toys. And imagine playing in this world. Imagine this. Look at this artwork, guys. Look how insanely surreal this would have been. It would have been beautiful to just walk around in a world like this. This would have been really cool to see. So you would encounter new people, new characters, new creatures. The fortune teller. Of course you would have to encounter a fortune teller. She's so sick. She would tell you what to do next, or she would give you some very ominous fortune. Another dress. This dress is really, really cool. Oh, look at alchemy runes collected. Whatever this one is. I forgot which one that is. I think as we go through this entire Bible, you'll see this probably fill up. The slumber. Determination slumber encounter number 2, mind's eye. So she has another exchange with the caterpillar. That's really cool. The mysterious character, your fault. She has an exchange, another exchange. Look how beautiful this house is. So this would be a hard-gated area. Oh, I just noticed this right here. This dude. Save yourself, Alice. The fire. Music plays via YouTube. Whoa. So click on that. Definitely check out all these different things. This is such an immersive Bible to go through. You can click on links to go to a video to get even more of an idea of what the concept was originally. This is a project I wish I would have been a part of because of so much thought that went into it. It's just incredible. I love this artwork. This is really, really cool. So this would be a hard-gated area for sure. Let's keep going. All right, we have some more exchange right over here with her and the callous whisper. Hysteria. Her eyes turn pitch black. That is really cool. Chapter end. Oh, the big top. This is what I was talking about. So this would be the big top. The let's see, a fine show of blood escaped the circus. Soft-gated area. The big top. Denial realm. Carnival of souls. And then let's see, hard-gated area. Show some more hysteria. Let's see, mock turtle pleads as he sings, imploring Alice to stop her bloody rampage and rejoin her loving troupe of performers. Blood continues to fly. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. So then it looks like these would be somewhat of the enemies that you would encounter. Greatest show, Wonderland. I just love dodo birds. They don't get enough credit. They really don't. And then you got mock turtle here, white rabbit. And this is either Tweedledee or Tweedledum, I assume. And a frog. Let's keep going. There they are. There's the Tweedle Bros. New weapons. Ooh, Tremble Maker and Jack Bomb acquired. Treble Maker. Treble Maker and Jack Bomb acquired. That would have been cool to see. I wonder if this one was kind of like the rabbit that you would have in Madness Returns. You got to see an exchange with Tweedledee, Tweedledum, and Alice in this one. Chapter summary. Ooh, do you see this? Are you looking at this? The Big Top Carnival of Fools, Denial Realm, Alice Appearance, Circus Performer. Necklace is 1 out of 2. And then she got collectible mind's eye. So, yep, here's her new weapons. Her new weapons, the Treble Maker. Oh, and then the Jack Bomb. And then she got a new rune right there, too. And then Hysteria. So, what is the Treble Maker? Emits a loud noise on command, useful for drawing enemy attention or simply annoying Wonderland, isn't it? And then Jack Bomb, joke's on you, not only will it lure enemies in, but then it explodes. Ha! That's great. The Moon, Denial Realm, a storm in a teacup. That's cool. I love this. This image right here is just so dreamlike. Fantastic. Hard-gated area, overcome the Moon Song. Another hard-gated area to go through. More level design. More crazy level design. And she has another exchange with Mock Turtle. And then it looks like this is a storyboard as to where she needs to go. So that's really cool. Let's see. Hard-gated area, Queen Domain chart puzzle section. That is sick. I would have loved to just come out through this and then see this here. Boss battle to the Mock Turtle. So you get to fight the Mock Turtle. Whoa. Okay. Master Manipulator, the friendliest foe. Yep. Chapter summary, level 1.3, the Moon, Denial Realm, Storm of Teacup. Alice's appearance, classic dress. That's really cool. Key item, heart, mind's eye. She still has those. She has one more rune right over here. One more rune. Denial realm, the moon. More key art right over there. The Queen's Domain. Anger and Judgment Realm. Queensland Gardens. That's so cool. Look at these enemies. These enemies aren't as bulky as they were in Alice Madness Returns, the card enemies, the card guards. They are almost human-like now, and they're very lanky and yet scary. So they're almost a half between human and card, so that's pretty cool. Beautiful, beautiful art here. Soft gated area. Another exchange with Alice. Cemetery. See, this theme keeps coming up. It's your fault. It's your fault. So she's definitely in grief, blaming herself. It's haunting her. You know, she can't escape it. She's definitely trying to kill and defeat the evil that is looming over her. The shadow. Ethereal form concept. Crazy tentacle chaos monster right over here. And then the beautiful garden maze right over here. The queen just pissed. Chaos card guards. RNG spawn concept. Look at these cards. So you have the infantry, you have skeleton, you have torn, and you have infest. Infest looks gnarly. Example A, B, C, and D. Wow. They really went in depth with that. And then we got some more art right over here. This is great. More exchanges with the knave and Alice. More of the dialogue. Hobby horse acquired. So the hobby horse was one of my favorites in Madness Returns. Great weapon. More exchanges, but this time you have some artwork with it too. Beautiful artwork. Beautiful sketches and storyboard. Okay, so chapter summary, level 2.1, the Queen's Domain. Alice's appearance is the red monarch dress. Look how cool that is. Oh, she has like doll parts for her legs. When they transform her, not only just the dress, but like her body or her style or the way she is, I mean, it just goes more in depth into art design. And that is really cool. Cool. She has acquired another hobby horse and another rune right over here. So it can tell you a little bit more about the weapon lore, signature attacks, things of that nature. More beautiful artwork. Another dodo. I spotted that right away. And look at all these tentacles right over here. Wow. Imagine going through this and then just getting blamed. Your fault. Your fault. All throughout here. The courthouse. That's exactly what it is. It's just judgment. Anger and judgment realm. The seat of judgment. More cutscenes. Hard gated area. Sure, there's a boss coming up at some point in time right over here. The knave and her are still having an exchange. Ooh, Inferno mode. Unlock advanced combat training. The blind judge. Movement and attack notes, hard gated area, of course, that is going to be your boss. Corrupted chess pieces. Let's see, the shadow manifesting form concept number 2. Ah, okay. The shadow self coming to form. I like it. More beautiful artwork. I love her arms and legs as tentacles. That's just insane. Ooh, we got a new appearance. Alice's appearance, Judgment's Omen dress. Look at that. Look how sick that is. She got a new rune, I believe, right over here. Mind's eye, she still has her heart. You know, one thing I really do love about this is that how it's taking you through the game to the point of, it's almost like playing it. It's literally almost like playing it. You're going step by step. You're acquiring her dresses, her weapons, her runes, and I think this is literally how they meant for this to be, and this was so creative. Activation required, A1, Vorpal Storm, 1B, Scorching Blade, 1C, Firestorm, 2A, Speed Demon, 2B, Molten Steel, 2C, Phoenix. So she definitely had some different activations. Very ambitious, very, very, very cool. Let's keep going. Slumber encounter number 3. More exchange between Alice. I love this picture of Alice, by the way. That is beautiful artwork right here. Look at that. So mad at her. She's drawing all of her friends probably up on her padded wall, looking down into just a nightmarish vision. And then we have more of an exchange right over here. I think that's the doctor right over here. And then Child of Fire, she probably has to revert back to a memory. Yep, Dr. Angus Bumby. So Dr. Angus Bumby and her have another exchange with another Walton J. Radcliffe. Okay. Here's some more storyboard. And then Alice to herself definitely has an exchange for herself. And then, aw, look at these drawings. She's definitely creating some really imaginative creatures right over here. Alice talking to herself, like we all do from time to time. More exchange right over here. And then we have some more artwork, her going crazy, falling down. And then this is probably where she lived. Yeah. What? Play your useless games, child. So she probably has an exchange with the shadow. Yep. All right, keep going. Oh, this is cool. Croquet forever. New area. Anger and judgment realm still. Play your childish games. She's like, you know what? I think I will play my childish games. Croquet mallet acquired. A ranged tactical combat weapon. This would have been really fun to use. Definitely part of the arsenal for sure. Croquet field. Overcome with all courses. Queen's domain critters. Oh, look at these guys. Oh, and then she's having more of an exchange. With no clear way forward, Alice must play. We play as Alice engages in an epic game of croquet played across a landscape of floating islands. The croquet mallet, more weapon lore right over here. Then we can go to signature attacks 1 and 2, weapon quirk 2 and 3, or 1 and 2, croquet mallet, upgrade design notes and concepts. So I think these are going to be the croquet balls right over here. Right over here, hit and stun the ability. Get that guy right over there. Oh, look at her wind up for that whack. The road to royalty. There's Knave right over here. More art right over here. Another exchange. Cool. So combat area. This is a soft gated area. Fight to the castle gate. Let's keep going. 2.5, the Queen's Castle, Anger and Judgment, Hall of Heroes, or Hall of Echoes, excuse me. More of this tentacle design, more of the tentacle themes. That would have been scary to see. I kind of picture that guy as like a really hard boss to get through, or at least a hard enemy to get through. So she has an exchange right over here, the Dying Card Guard, Pained Speech. So he's, you know, probably, don't kill me. Let's keep going. Nice, nice. Some more enemy types over here. Wow, that is really cool. Threat, very high. Look at that threat. That's a good threat meter right there. Here's the skeletons that we know and love. These are the cards that we know. The Chaos Corrupted Card Guards. Yep. Ooh, beautiful fish. Beautiful artwork. More down the spiral staircase, but she's going up. Doesn't look like she has a way through unless this is a door right over here. This would have been fun. Oh, here's that big guy. Remember this guy from Madness Returns? It looks like he's returning now. She's on a table. Looks like she's just smaller, or this might be his domain. Yeah, because all of this is just large. Let's see, the Executioner, that's his name. Off with their heads, all of them. So this guy is threat level extreme. Hard gated area, the hunt. Yeah, so you can see the size comparison right over here. And then this right over here is definitely a really cool level to be in. This would have been lovely. So incredibly amazing. Went too far. Okay, Executioner partially corrupted, and then Executioner fully corrupted. Look at that. That's so sick. This is a great design right over here. As he's falling, she's just about to whack him with this hobby horse. Okay. And then right over here, we have the dungeons, Anger and Judgment, Deepest Secrets. So she has another exchange with Knave still. More level design, beautiful, beautiful artwork. As you can see, soft gated area. Escape the dungeons this time. Card Guard Dungeon Wardens. Look at these enemies, guys. Freaking evil right here. All right, more level design. Look at this guy right over here. He's pretty cool, that fish guy. Hard gated area. Corridors of Madness, navigating the dungeons. Oof, this would have been one of those times where I have a feeling this part would have been really hard. hard to get through, any sort of dungeon area, anything like that, I've always felt like, okay, I'm going to have to do this on its own dedicated session playthrough. I'm going to have to just really take my time with this one. But who knows? Who knows? So more artwork right over here of all of your enemies. Oh my gosh, crazy design. Then we have movement and attack notes. So we have more scaling right over here. Alice and whatever this guy is. Let's see. Asylum scrappers will spring to life if they are touched. I have a feeling you would be surrounded by them, and if you touch them, they would just come scrapping. And then if you touch another one, and then before you know it, you're probably surrounded by them like that. Ooh, not good. I love the staircases. This is so cool. That's just incredible. Oh my gosh, look at all this. More shadow self. I have a feeling this is definitely going to, as the game progresses, it's going to get even more defined and more in a conceptual form. Oof. Poor Alice. She has to console her younger self. Alice A, child of fire, the shadow, and then Alice, of course. Yeah. And so here's the exchange. And then the child of fire. Oh my gosh. Not good. New enemy. Threat. Extreme. 5. This is probably her in her inferno mode right over here. That's what smaller Alice is, I would assume. Yeah, right over here. That's insane. That's really cool. Starts to convulse in Alice's arms. He starts to convulse in Alice's arms. I don't know what they're talking about, but that's insane. That's crazy. The throne room. Ooh, she looks maddening. I would not want to confront her at all. More exchange right over here. So definitely read this over here. It's going to be in a new area, the throne room. And then, let's see, the Queen of Hearts. Yep, there she is. That's Queen of Hearts with her beloved beheaded King of Hearts right over there, or King, I should say. There's Alice making an exchange, walking up to the throne room, the Queen of Hearts right over here. That's beautiful artwork. And again, I can't tell you enough. You can go and download this entire Bible and just read through it yourself. It's such a good read. Hopefully, maybe one day they will release it in an actual physical form. I have the artwork of Alice already, Alice Madness Returns, and I look through that book all the time for inspiration, for music writing, all the way up to drawing or anything. It's such a great inspirational book. All right, moving on. Aw, she's happy right here. Knave is down here. And the slumber. So this is another slumber encounter. She's going to have some more exchanges between her and Knave right over here. Elizabeth, right over here. Okay, let's keep going. Mother, Alice's mother. That's between an exchange between her father and her mother. And that might be young Alice. Soft-gated area, another one. Attend the funeral. Alice and Caterpillar have an exchange this time. Somebody's getting baptized. So this is her reverting back and kind of going back in her timeline. Let's see, right over here. Knave and Alice. Oh, is that the bunny? Yep. That is Bunny right over here. They are, let's see, a broken throne. Anger and judgment. Rules are meant to be broken. So read this exchange and you will know what's going on in this area. Playing cards acquired. That would have been so cool. Ranged and burst fire weapons. New weapon acquired. That's really cool. Right over here, some more level design. This is really fun. That is really creepy. Eyes on all of your flowers and fungi. Woof. Oof. Creepy, but awesome. Playing cards. Weapon lore. Weapon quirk. Poker face. Card damage and impact does not flinch enemies unless 52 pickup is used. Oh, okay. Signature attack 1 and 2. Attack resources. So let's see. Attack resources. Attack resource 1 and 2. Playing cards, upgrade. Let's see, cut the deck. Is this your card? And 52 pickup. The Chaosma. Bargaining realm to Hatter's domain. New area. So this is a brand new area right over here. Another exchange with her. And then more exchange. Look at this beautiful artwork. Oh, look at this big. Man. Just to play in this realm would have been so much fun. And I can't say that enough. Here's our guy. Here's our Cheshire Cat. I saw that he was actually up here in an exchange. So years and years and years ago, I bought Alice and Cheshire Cat combo figurines, the actual collectibles. I still have them to this day, and what's cool about it is that Alice has her bloody dress, she has her vorpal blade, but she comes with Cheshire Cat. You don't know whether to trust him, but you have to trust him, so he lies in that between layer, that between realm. All right, let's keep going. So more exchange between them. This is probably has to do with what they're talking about. Go ahead and read that. Oh my gosh, beautiful picture. Look at this. Scared and just haunting. So that is an all-in-one picture. And then here, is this a Jack-in-Box bomb right there? More of those eyes, man. Okay, some more exchange right here. Some more level design. Beautiful levels. Oh my gosh. Ocean, sea level in Alice Madness Returns. One of the best levels I've ever played. Just, it's so beautiful. The stars that are out, the Aurora Borealis and ice sort of level that you go through in Madness Returns, and then you go down to the actual fish level. That level itself was just really, really special to the game. Fantastic. And I hope that this one is kind of like that. Chapter summary 3.1, the Chaosma. Right? I think I'm saying that right. Bargaining realm, the Hatter's domain, Alice appearance, the alchemy dress. This dress is sick. I love this apron right over here. So she has her cards. She got one more rune. And then she has a Hall of Door keys. The Hall of Doors key right over there next to her mind's eye. Cheshire Cat's lair, bargaining realm, twisted words and twisted paths. Is it a gated area? Objective. A guide can show you the way if he chooses to. Oof. Yep, soft gated area, so you probably have to do something not too strenuous, but definitely a challenge. Okay, this is definitely dreamlike beauty. Inner compass, find your way. Her in exchange with Cheshire Cat. Oh, these iPods, these guys right here. These were always really fun. I used to love playing against the teapots and the tea kettles. And then when you dodge them, you get that slowdown in Madness Returns. Beautiful exchange, I'm sure. Hatter's workshop between the Hatter and Alice. He's probably telling her, you need to do this. You need to help me out. Play music via YouTube. Definitely check this out. Important point. Plot point number 1, the Hatter. So definitely go through this guy. Oh no, what did she do? She did something to Hatter. He is not happy. Look at this level design. This would have been really fun to go through. I mean, even if you didn't go through any of this, you know, just to see this even in the background, or even if you were to just walk through the staircase here and then that would be it, this would be fun. This would be exciting to go through. All right, let's keep going. Oh man, he looks just so defeated. And important plot point number 2. Here's that snail again. More eyes. This is cool. I love this. That is so sick. This is really, really, really cool. The heart. Oh, so insane. The Hatter right over there. New weapon. Hatter's table setter acquired. Whoa, I wonder what that does. Extreme close range burst and AoE range combat weapon. Tea is served. The Hatter. Yep. Different designs. Abyssal Station. Depression Realm. Entrance to the Mines of Memory. Chapter summary. Hatter's Workshop. So this weapon, let's see. Weapon quirk. Too hot to sip. Signature attack. Alternate attack. Unlockable quirk. Hatter's table setter. Upgrade design notes and concept. Set the table. Set the table. Set the table. Bitter, no sugar. So, oh, that's cool. So from this POV right over here, she is launching those grenades. Oh, they're on a conveyor belt. Oh, I could just hear the sound design on this guy right over here. Like that rabbit, the March hare. Welcome back to the Abyss, Alice. So glad to see you again. Is that the same rabbit in... Yep, I think it is. Soft gated area. And there's the mouse. There he is. Oh, the squeaky little mouse. He has such a high-pitched voice. I loved it. More of this level right over here. Some more crystal. Looks like they're definitely going deep down underground. Keep going. Oh my god, look at this artwork. There's a lot of thought process that went into this. A lot of time and effort, imagination, and creativity. Echoes of Darkness. Here's a new area. Depression Realm, a truth in your suffering. So we have more of the lines of her reality. We have her mother, her father, doctor, needles and thread, play music via YouTube. Oh man. Each of these scenes is contained within a room of warped dimensions. This is just paranoid right there. They're all coming for you. Deeper into the darkness. I love the fire burning. It's like she's walking through. Incredible artwork. Some more exchange. Oh, the Cheshire Cat, the Mad Hatter, and Alice together. This is like the Alice menu in Alice, American McGee's Alice, the first one. I think this is what the menu looked like. So as you can see, she's coming into more of a proof of concept right over here, and she has another exchange with Alice. So she's definitely getting manifested into a more of a physical form from a shadow. Oh, some grotesqueness. Oh, is this a doctor? What is, it is. Oh my God. It's so dark. That is so crazy. Nightmarish. Absolutely. So this is the Radcliffe concept. Oh my god. The doll maker. So she has an exchange with him. She's gonna obviously kick his butt. So the doll maker, needles and thread, pulling strings, threat level, deadly. So he's pretty deadly. New enemy, Elizabeth in Bumby's pocket watch. Trapped in time. Alice, what are you doing? Chapter summary. Echoes of Darkness. Alice's appearance sorrow dress. I love this one. I love how plain and simple this one is. Very scratched up and very ripped up. Let's see. She got her new weapon here and another collected one here. Did I miss this one? Well, she got another one over here. So now she's pushing him again in front of the train as these people witness. Oh, more cool artwork. I love her expression right here. She almost just looks like, really? Really? The slumber, fate, slumber encounter number 5. So she has another slumber encounter. Beautiful dreamlike aesthetic right here. Fantastic. Mines of memory, soft gated area, probably another puzzle that she has to go through. Teapot cannon acquired. Absolutely one of my favorites to use. Oof. Look at these nasties. The Dormouse. That's his name, the Dormouse. That's right. All these dolls. Gross, gross dolls. Awesome. More teapot lore or weapon lore. This time it's a teapot. Tea is served. Tea is served. Mind the spill. And then unlockable quirk. And then overflowing pot is her weapon quirk. Signature attack 1 and 2. And then this will give you the perspective. So just like in Alice Madness Returns, there's a close and then there's a far. It looks like these are definitely the same, but a little different. Again, a teapot tower. Oh, I love this picture. Look at this guy just looking away like, ugh, gross. She's just begging. Another exchange between all of them and the caterpillar. The Tree of Memory, level 4, act 4, 4.4.